would start at? Okay, we'll still go to El Pozo because we have not seen a Miramar El Pozo. Most of our circles have been towards the other side, the opposite side. So we'll get to see if it's still something different. But I'm ever hoping for a minus del Sur sort of area circle, but will I ever get that wish on? I don't know here, but maybe in the grand finals, because it's the grand finals. It's where the circle should show itself to be something memorable for all our players as well as our viewers out there as well.
And back about the game we go. Bapa will land along around Lost Students. Usually Impala will be occupied by Traitor. I do miss them, by the way. For the rest of the team did not join, including we're gonna give it a shout out all to 24 teams that participated to PMPL and YSG of the best. You should be proud of that. Even though you guys didn't make it for top 16, I know you guys are watching. You guys still one of the best in our hearts. But that circle, I have to say, it is kind of similar to the previous game we had before. Very different with this one, but it will round Saint Martin. I think it was yesterday games, which is like this. It will be consider I'm sorry, include Saint Martin's at High Peak Tower and Resurgence. I think they are happy about this as well. Most of the teams will be contained in this. Is it today's game that had kind of the same circle as well? Well, then Bandita is the last place around Minas Generalis today. I think so too, right?
Well, as far as my memory serves me, it is throughout the three Miramars that we've seen in the grand finals, it's a similar circle. So there you go. Yeah, same all the way. But then again, down to the final few circles, that could make that difference. But then again, rotations, early rotations from this team could probably be the same. I hope not for Bapa because they really need to change up their rotation if they want any shot of actually getting into the top three.
And speaking of which, some teams are really desperate for chicken dinner. Yeah, if they want to make up for the grand finals, we talk about the bottom teams of the very bottom. There, they need to make something. There's not much matches left except for these two match, including the Maroma and Rangel later on. Not much room to play anymore, but they have to make things work with whatever they have. Speaking of which, Last Survivor, will they actually be one of the Malaysian team that represent us in the global or even the grand finals? Getting themselves for the Southeast Asia later on. Team Secret, around St. Martin, like always, which around La Cabrera will be Yudu Gang like always, but we're looking at almost similar circle as earlier today, where La Bandita was around the second last circle, but ended up in on top of Minas Generalis, just a little bit southern side of Minas Generalis. It's not actually on top of it, but a little bit to the south.
Well, yeah, there's still a lot of predictions there. Of course, the circle can always be really tricky here. So, well, anything can really happen. So it's really tough for even the teams themselves with so much experience to really pinpoint exactly where the final few circles could be. It could always be, well, a circle scam as we sometimes call it. Now, looks like you again, they are playing in pairs here. Manparang as well as Drax, they have this entire compound for them to loot. But look at this. Net Brother, Atai 10k, across them is Bapa. I think this looks really similar. This is almost deja vu with the play style and the drop points earlier today in that Miramar. So, well, it's going to be interesting. Will the final outcome be the same as well? Now, Team No Recall here, they have 3 team members, as you can see on screen right now, probably sending out one, which is Stewart, to do scouting work while they loot.
Monte Nuevo again, Team Norrico have no problem with their drop points. Same goes El Pozo here with Gig Fam, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of which, there are teams that actually being forced to change their drop points. I've talked to which is Last Survivor yesterday. Will they actually drop their usual points there? They are also, when it comes to grand finals, everybody is on a clean slate. So the rotations and the movement coming out from the teams are actually unpredictable by themselves and the other teams out there. So it's kind of hard to read how their movement will be. Speaking of which, we're gonna look at the rotation for the teams. Bapa and Net sharing almost the same compound here. Nobody around Puerto Paraiso. While Last Survivor taking over Chumacera and probably just gonna go down a little bit on Minas del Vel while looting it and backtrack away back to Chumacera. Then gonna go to Picado. which gonna be nobody on top from the northern side there except for you to gang around local area. Talking about Tara, the one that having it the best day ever, clear path along the way from the northern down to water treatment. Then they will bump into either EVOS, UD, or Axis. But the rest of the team, like Dingos, they will rotate a little bit late into the circle. Only I think 4 teams that's not really touching the circle yet so far.
Yeah, there's still always like how we always see like very little teams like to drop on the northern side. So, well, again, pretty much the same dropping points for all the teams from what I can see here. Not much difference from what we see throughout the past. Yes, since yesterday and today as well. But look at this team secret again, really close with EVOS VIP as well as Expert MY with Resurgence not too far away. So we may see an early encounter here. Maybe, just maybe, but then again, it is the fight for the high ground as well. Because in this kind of circle, it could still fall into one of those high grounds which teams may want to go and try and take over. But, well, Team Secret, they know their high grounds really well. Now, just looking at the side of Yuhai, he's definitely clear that EVOS VIP is across him. But, yep, just scoping it out just to make sure that they don't come nearby, but the shots are not tapped out yet. Until now.
Oh, you're high tapping with a mini 14 there, trying to get it down on VIP again. EVOS VIP is one of the teams that used to be one of the best, but fallen from the grace out there. They have been forced into a fight, being ambushed, and the one who always got charged in. It's so hard to see they are the one who frag people out or actually going to flush somebody's out. Team Secret trying to get the kills there around the Hacienda, if I'm not mistaken, just on the outskirts of Saman. Hacienda, the Patron will be their rotations going down towards La Bandida next. And EVO's VIP forced to take that rotation out of their compound and move away into another place, another new vicinity to loot on with. While ESG already started to make a move there, we're still onto the first phase of the circle, but everybody trying to mark their territories now.
Yep, and now we do see a team no recall. They have visitors just beside them, but just passing by. No big encounters yet. Bravo and his team, they are doing a little scouting while they want to rotate. So now team no recall. They are second live here in this game. They have this area terrains to their advantage. They have vehicles so they can rotate at any time. They should be somewhat in the circle at this point, so they're okay for now. So they'll play this really safe. They definitely need the points on the board. Maybe, I don't know, just focus on positioning for the moment until you get a little bit close, then go for the kills just so they can catch up to Net Brotherhood. Maybe that's one of the options that they can take, but it's always a tough call. Depending on how the scenario is, there's always a lot of things that can happen.
Speaking of which, anything can happen to dingoes if they overstay themselves here. It doesn't look so great if you don't have structures set for terrains to play with. Well, now there's a lot of fields around this. I think it's around Minas Generales. Sorry, I really having a hard time to pronounce some of the places in Miramar. But Net Brotherhood, they got themselves already one chicken dinner today, and that boosted their morale quite high up there. And also, when it comes to the standings, they are doing great too. But can they play consistently this round as well? Because they cannot slack off at all for those actually having the top 4.
Yeah. It will be a lot of questions to answer. Of course, this is also a very, very tough map. If you don't know this map, it's really, really tough because there's a lot of those high grounds. As we can see, like Matoy play. He knows this map by the back of his hand. Like he knows where to climb on those high grounds, those reaches that sometimes you question that, oh, how do you actually get up there again? And yeah, it's not many teams that actually know. So it's going to be really, really tough. So yeah, expect a lot of ambiguity here as they go along this map as well in terms of their standings, their positioning. Anything could really happen at this point. Now, Bapa, they managed to get into the circle for now. It is still 16 teams though. So now they are hanging on to this high ground compound. We have seen Bapa hanging on to high ground compound really well as well. So hopefully they can continue to do this on this map and maybe clinch themselves. Finally, a first chicken dinner in the grand finals.
And Gig Fam, like we said, they used to be king of Miramar. They've been dethroned now, and they're not happy about this. At the same time, kind of bring me a lot of bigger questions. Is it Naoki that they've been missing that they need them to play, or is it just things falling apart for Gig Fam. Are they not ready for the grand finals? Looking at how they're not consistent these days, especially when it comes to the final week. You remember when it comes to the final week of PMPL, they're not doing great either. So going down to grand finals, they don't have that much time left.
Absolutely. Even the last week as well, like you mentioned earlier. Ah man, yeah, it's just not good for them. They but look at this, Six exploded himself. Okay, I'm not too sure what happened there, but then again, talking about Geek Fam, yeah, they haven't been doing well. They done really well in week one, without a doubt. It was damn rude being so rude. We keep saying that he's the star man, but then again, he's been a little bit quiet towards the end of week two, and then he started to be quiet overall as a team. The moment Damru starts to be quiet, all of them are quiet. So they've been depending a lot on Damru. So that's also a little bit of a iffy moment for them as well. And now this feels like a deja vu. Bapa at the bottom, Bigatron on the top. Bapa have a problem to rotate above this
Oh,
area. But good thing is that they are in the circle.
you don't want to play with high grounds too much. With this tip of the cliff here, one misstep, one slippery moment will be a funny comical scene for Bigatron. You have to be extra careful for Rocky, especially I've seen it before when they got pressured way too much, they got panicked and they just slip, and it happens sometimes. Nice, but then why managed to get one on a tie? He got pressured quite a lot. That's a beautiful spray come out from Expert and why lot there. Getting that most bullets landed drop onto Atai. But at the same time, Atai have to be taking covers for a bit. Dingo's already forced themselves onto FB. Forcing the fight out of them. We're talking about every move making every team making a move now, including Nat with that vehicle. Which gonna be the next circle of next third space and third circle coming up very soon. Everybody trying to get themselves towards the center of the map as soon as possible, and some of them are playing at the rim of it.
Yes, they are. And now looks like never. Okay. I thought they almost crashed into each other earlier. Okay, but looks like they're just reparking their vehicles and they want to hold on to this compound for now. Expert MY is just across them, but with that level of terrain between them, I don't think it'll be easy for them to even take those long range shots. So don't expect big encounters. Plus, Net Brotherhood, I don't think they're that kind of team who like to take that long shot. So probably don't expect big things happening here. But let's just look at the mini map there. Bapa are just passing by the side of Expert MY, repositioning themselves. And oh, look at this. Bapa are down to 2 team members. And this again pretty early on. We are only at the 3rd circle. And now it's only Bart and Jenny. So not looking good again for Bapa. But hopefully with this 2 they can clutch it out till the end. Just like how we have seen a couple of other teams do that. For Bapa, again, all the best for them. Hopefully they can do it with 2 team members.
Baba Hassan El Patron going around ESG now. They have a couple of team no recall and also Gig Fam just on the outskirts of where they are right now with the AKM already ready on board up, but a red dot at that. I imagine not many people are playing with airdrops these days. I don't see a lot of airdrop, especially AWM. It's so hard to see an AWM airdrop throughout the whole game. But before that, shouting out for you guys who's actually commentating in the comment section. You guys are awesome. Don't fight, peace for everyone, and it's gonna be a great game to watch. Just enjoy the game, guys. But back to Resurgence, going on towards Expert and why shredded that helmet quite a lot, and with a mini 14 hoping to tap people out, but he will get tapped instead. Small boy is not happy about this. Couple of their members knocked down. At the same time, Evo's VIP forced the engagement to a Dingle who just happened to walk onto their vicinity. They are gatekeeping this circle this time with also another team nearby, Resurgence, just across that building.
And yep, here we go. Evos with Jazz throwing out some Molotovs there onto the side of the Dingoes. Narc is down in trouble. He's being barbecued there. And now the Dingoes, they are being pinned down by Evos VIP. Razor managed to get a knockdown onto Maso. And now looks like San as well as being knocked down. Narc is the only one still on his foot there. on the other side. But to save Suns, it's going to be tough call here. Mesa probably has some backup from Kratos, and yes, he will be up again. But Sun looks like he'll be finished off by Heiko, and now it is Nuck. He is pinned down there. His teammates will have trouble trying to save him. Heiko may go for a different angle to finish off the Dingoes. We are still 16 teams, so any team that bow out, it's minimum 1 point for the team standing.
Yeah, so on Dylan managed to land a beautiful spray there. Straight knocked down, but Dylan he finish off Dylan's turnover for Y2K. We're talking about getting clean kill while Expert and Y Romeo hovering around that crosshair on Y2K with a minute 14 switches up straight to M416. Now running over Dylan, hoping and praying that there's no other team to actually beat a third party at this point. Just making sure he can revive his teammates. And try to pop the smoke, probably hovering around for the crosshair again, giving more pressure. Well, I'm kind of surprised that Romeo will go for the flanks and try to help his friends first to making sure the covers are actually no more team advancing. But saying the moment he tried to revive his team, but what happened to April just now? And Nat Brotherhood happens to have a little bit of bumper car moment, but Evo's VIP will advance. I'm looking at Team Secret engaging so far. We're talking about, again, the great migration. The fourth phase has happened, and everybody is forced to pick up the fight and forced to fight head on if they needed to.
Yeah, that's right. And now Team Secret looks like they're doing the gatekeeping business here. And Yudu Gang, they are having trouble trying to rotate in. They need to find a different angle there, but Geek Fam is on the other side as well. So Yudu Gang, they are sort of squashed in between Team Secret as well as Geek Fam. Now Mansoy not letting anyone go off his crosshair, tapping on the side of Geek Fam. Geek Fam now knows there's someone on the other side. They are just outside the circle. Yes, they can cross in the circle, but the turret is just not on their side. Now Yudu Gang just showed themselves on the side of Geek Fam, and Geek Fam are playing this really, really safely for now. They can make the move in the circle. The smoke will be popped out. Matroy not letting them go as well. Matroy is just being evil here to tap on the side of Jumper, and now his vehicle has been damaged. The tires have been reported and been exploded by Matroy. Now Jumper may need to make his way on foot on here onwards.
Pop the smoke to the painkiller. They will try to move as soon as he can, while Super is happening with a minute 14 again. Actis MPX in a tough spot there. They have to get out, but at the same time, things are really difficult for them. We talk about Yudu Game Empire also knocked down with Jumper behind there. There are around 5 to 6 teams in the same vicinity. Axis MPX, talking of which ESG Super and the rest of ESG is around there somewhere. Yudu Gang behind there, and there's also last survivor just beneath on the south side of Evil's VIP. Managed to get one on Tara. Probably everybody is just here to join in for the party. Avi taking one down for Bill and Expert. Romeo take one down for Dingles and Axis MP. Ikuda will be away for now. He's been into the box, and only 14 teams left there. They are going down super fast when it comes to the Great Migration. Things are going a little bit uncontrolled here. On the side of Oman, he is the only survivor for his team. He needs to play this and being more patient when it comes to stay out of any fights.
Oh, that nade! Where did it come from? Grim just raining it down. One nade taken. Oh my goodness. So Grim, he has been taken out by the nade from the side of Tara. Oh my goodness. The screen just changed. It just exploded. It felt like exploded right in front of my face. Oh my goodness. That nade was so amazing. And now the circle will continue to close in. Bapa, they have the circle this time. So it is their game again. And now Team Secret, they will make their way into the circle. So unchallenged from the northern side of the minimap, as we can see here. Other teams will need to fight their way through, especially what we can see on screen right here. There are 4 teams plus 5. Bravo on top there together with ESG. Okay, it will be tough for all these teams to make that move. They are all outside of the circle.
Oman crawling, proning. He knows he is the only man in his team. That's a big, huge responsibility falling onto his shoulders here. Hoping that they can make it out for the grand finals. Dingoes exploded that vehicle around Kuza, and that's going to be a troublesome explosion. But Tara been picked up by Dingo again. Apparently they are on fire for Dingo, and now Evos have to butt in as well. Team No Recall getting on last survival. The last chicken dinner winners, and Tara taking on Biu again, being knocked down multiple times there. And Tara have just knocked by that. If you were the moment that smoke pop, it won't actually evade the side of Tara to knock from knocked down by there. Oman has to just butt in, getting that kill still whenever he can. Team No Recall caught up in between so many teams. We're talking about really rough spot here. But NSC managed to finish off the same B without BKS by Oman. He has evil intention and straight away Karma hits him. And that he will be punished the moment he advances to an NSP here.
Oh, at the same time, you see here the kill feed looks like Team Secret is in trouble at the same time, but looks like Razor, he will be clipped down and he will be knocked, and the blue zone will close in onto Razor. Razor now is in big trouble. He could be taken by the blue zone because his teammates are far away from him. It looks like they will need to let him go. No choice there from the side of EVOS VIP. Heiko and Jazz will be the two team members from EVOS VIP to continue on with this game. Now, there are a couple of teams who may be closing in. iShots looks like he's still hanging on together with Biu for the side of Team Secret. So, two team members of Team Secret right now. This is the top 10 here, ladies and gentlemen. And Razor have been knocked down on the other side as well. Biu looks like trying to find a good angle. No helmet at all. He's as bald as, well, as me. I just have to say it.
Yeah, I didn't say anything, but you said it yourself this time. But yeah, back to Never that Atai gonna play around with the space that he has. A really small place that you take covers from. Well, last survivor only have 6 and NSP. They try to be at the top 10, which only have 9 teams left, 24 alive. And this is still Team Secret over that circle, hogging around at the edge of it, and give them heals, try to crawl in as well. Those come up from the southern side. This is not a great news. Hacienda de Patron will be the last for a couple of circles left here, while Bappa are still surviving, trying to clutch this one out. There's also Net Brother and Big Tron just outside of this building, and too many teams that surrounding them so far. How Bappa will walk out this one alive?
It looks like, well, while Matoy is outside waiting at the lobby, he is kissing his hands because the circle did favor his teammates there. And now looks like a lot of other teams here. Oh my goodness, this is just ravaging. Luxy just outside the house, outside the compound. They do not know he's there. Now he knows Luxy will be knocked out by Rocky, and Luxy will be taken out by Boyka. And now Hydra from the other side throwing out the grenades onto the side of Samzy. Samzy a little bit more clipped down, a lot there. Half-life on the side of Samzy for now. He needs to regenerate, while Bappa is actually onlooking the onslaught that's happening right now. Boyka is jumping into us. Can you see Atai taking? He knows he's inside and trying to find a good angle, but cannot. Boyka is now down to 10% life. Atai still has a good amount of life there, about 70%. Boyka has been knocked down by Atai. Oh my goodness, how did he not get the kill onto Atai there? And now looks like Bigatron, they have 2 members still standing. Rocky is bleeding out. They're trying to fend out everyone who's trying to come in, but the action is just coming hard and fast to everybody.
And now Bigatron tried to win themselves another chicken dinner. We're looking at Gig Fam also showing their claws here. But at the same time, ESG, the one that actually been looked down a lot. But look at that net. Atai just popped himself off his head. But Sully cannot go up from this. Atai be falling from that very long shot. For QB happens to see them from that atop of everybody else. And QB finished off. Bappa Bart managed to get one down on Zolly, but Janny after return it favor for Bigatron will be fallen down a bit. Gate QB got punished straight away at the same time. Bappa Bart with the rest of the team, they only have 2 men left here. We're down to top 4, but the rest of VSG still 4 men alive. Same goes for Expert NY, 3 men still, but Lot really low right now. He needs to heal himself and reset for some time. Bappa, Bart, and Janny are stuck in between these 2 teams. There's also the third party here, none of the Team Secret, who happens to be wiping the mess out by themselves. Shots! I knocked you down, getting even that kill there, which taken by Expert, and why Romeo kills steal that away. Didn't manage to land the shot right on time, but I tried to spray this one on Bravo, but he's looking at the wrong place. Yeah, knock one down for iShot. Can he finish the job there? The Blazer will kill one of the Bappa Bots teams, and now we're down to 3 teams only. Bappa has placed themselves as the 4th team for now.
And now looks like it's down to top 3 teams here, ladies and gentlemen. Team Secret, they still have 2 team members. Aisha as well as Biu Biu. And now Biu Biu on to Pomburu. Pomburu has been knocked down. Botax can still back him up, but there you go. Pomburu will be taken out by Aisha's finish off there. Botax will have a problem to actually rotate inside, but look at that. The smoke will be popped out by Aisha because they need to hold on to this. Aisha is taking a couple of damage there. He will need to heal up really, really soon. Expert MY is on the other side. Botax will have a problem to climb out to the high ground, but Expert MY, they are on similar grounds together with Team Secret, and they do have an airdrop nearby them where Saint can go. So it's okay. They are in the circle though. Expert MY is in the circle, so it's not going to look good for Team Secret as the circle closes in. Expert MY just need to hold off Team Secret from making that rotation.
With that next tossing up, but now on vehicle, that helps a lot in terms of their rotation. Dodging right in, actually, we didn't expect it to happen. But Pew and Aisha might get lucky for now. Look at that explosion. Even get one down. The odds are now even and now advantage.
Oh!
Team Secret again from Roma. How did that just happen? It was 3v2 with some of the people there. But they still managed to survive duo all the way. Team Secret got their third chicken dinner for today, finally having their first VOD game 5, day 2 of Grand Finals.
Oh man, this is arguably the most exciting Team Secret chicken dinner in the grand final so far. Until Dobu had to wake up and what happened? And oh my goodness, Team Secret! Wow, this chicken dinner, they beat the